Good morning, everybody. Steven from Break Free Homestead. Today, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're preparing for getting your pigs. And for that, you might want a feeder, an automatic feeder at that. So I made one here today out of scrap wood that I had. This wood is not necessarily bad wood. It's just wood that I had hanging around from leftover projects. So I have a bunch of scrap wood here today. Mainly, you know, some 2x4s cut into smaller dimensions, 2x3s, and a lot of 1x8 rough cut wood that we're gonna use for the outside siding. Let's see if we can throw this together pretty easily. If you guys would, please consider dropping down below, hitting that like and subscribe button. It really helps our channel out as we grow. We provide new content every Friday and Monday. So we're gonna kind of just wing this on the size. I don't know if I have enough scrap wood to go super wide, so what we're gonna do is just go this 16 inches wide, 24 deep, so it'll be a little bit deeper rather than wider. We're just gonna screw in the back, the top, get a nice form going, and then we will start going down the front. So I quickly screwed this in, and I realized that my distance out to here where the pigs are going to be feeding from was too much, so I cut 2 inches off of here, and we'll just do the same 2 inches off of here. This is going to be a 7-inch feeding area with the lid, just because I have 8-inch pieces, and that'll make it nice and seamless with one piece across. So we're just gonna start the backing on this so we can get the inside slant to kick the food forward. Bam! It's gonna be perfect. So now when you pour the feed in, it should bounce right down and go out to where the pigs are gonna be eating. So we kind of ran into dinner time last night, so it is a new day. We're gonna finish this thing off real fast. It should be pretty easy. First things first, we're just gonna work on this front lip. We're just gonna measure this, so we'll do 7 3/4, and then the front part will be 6 inches. So a little bit of a slope, not too much, you know, not too crazy. All right, guys, so I just cut one piece of 1x8. I cut an angle just to be flush with the front of the feeder, and I kind of left a 1-inch overlap on each side. So luckily I have some brackets hanging around. If you live 25 miles from the store, you end up buying too much hardware sometimes. So happy to have these hanging around. We're just gonna put these on the top. I have 2 sets. I'll use a smaller one for the top because where I'll be filling the feed at, and I'm not gonna rip it apart. Hopefully the pigs don't rip this apart, but we'll use the heavier duty hinges down here. I'm gonna go ahead with these 1 1/4. We'll see if they go through. Obviously I don't wanna have the pigs be getting caught on it. Oh, they do go through a little bit. I guess we'll try. Usually these screws suck, and they do have just a regular Phillips head. When you're using screws with the hex, it's so much better. But we'll go ahead and use these small ones. Looks like it has no reason or purpose, but it works. That way we won't be coming down here slapping this down. The pigs keep opening it, keeping it open. Should work nicely. Man, so I'm thinking when I'm siding this, I want to do it completely from the back to the front just to make it look a little bit nicer, but I'm kind of trying to sit here and calculate my scrap wood, and I think it's going to be close. And I could cut it down and have like more than enough if I just went from where the gaps are and not completely finish it. But I don't think I want to do that. So we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, and we're gonna see if we have enough to do the sides and the top. All right, so call me stupid here, but I want the roof to somewhat look like this. This is the boards I have. In the back, it's gonna be elevated. Obviously, there's a huge piece here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cut out a notch to overhang on each one. That way it's not quite such a big gap. It'll just sit over just so the rain will slope down. Man, that worked so much better than I anticipated. Look at this. This is gonna be perfect. We don't have that huge gain on each drop now, and it covers it from the rain. All we need to do is put a 2x4 in the back there, and we'll secure these together. Probably cut a little bit off this back piece. So I'm gonna try to secure these together through here. Wood glue might help. That's probably a good idea. I'm gonna grab some wood glue real fast. We'll put it in here, and then we'll try to screw these together. So I just tied this together with 2 screws on each one, and then on the sides here. And then I put wood glue, and then I put 2 more on the opposite piece, you know, just tying them together really good. I don't know why I did this. I just cut 3, okay? It doesn't look bad, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. I could just cut it off if you want to. I mean, there's no plans for this, so you're just getting ideas from this anyway. If you want some funky lip like that, you can do it. So what I'm gonna do now is just add probably a 2x3 here, and then we'll screw this together and it should be all done. This should go super quick. It's gonna be 15. 2x3s right here, all handy, ready to go, ready to get cut up. Okay. Now, it's gonna sit like that. The water's gonna run off. It's gonna be perfect. So the hinges, my baby hinges, I'm just gonna go just like that. Make it sit back a little bit. Bam, this is coming together too good. Too good to be true. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. And you got a bruise, huh? Look at this freaking thing. It's like a gem. She doesn't think it's a gem, guys. Oh, let's do this. Whatever. Look at this. Hey, she's pretty. Too fancy for a big beater. That way you have your top and your bottom. This part here is to stop this from staying open. The hinges were kind of hanging open, so it just forces it back down instead of being able to stand back up. And then I just threw another one on the back. Not that anybody's looking at the back, but it matches. And then it also makes it easier for carrying. You use it as a carrying handle, just hold it from the side, and then you have two handles on each side. We have our slanted pieces down here to kick the food forward into the feeder part for the pigs. And this is about 16 by 16 square, and then it's about 3 feet tall. So this should hold a good amount of feed. I'm super happy with it. I didn't really even make a drawing. I've watched some people's videos on feeders and kind of put everything together, and this is what I came up with. So I hope you guys like this. If you guys would, please consider dropping down below, hitting that like and subscribe button. It really helps our channel out as we grow our homestead. We want you to grow with us. So if you do that, I would appreciate it. We provide new content every Friday and Monday. Make sure you hit the bell notifications. That way you're alerted when you get the new videos. So we plan on using this feeder for 2 pigs. Let us know in the comments down below if you think this is gonna be big enough for 2 pigs. I don't know exactly how much it holds right now. I'd be happy. I don't see why it wouldn't hold 1 bag. 1 bag I think would be good, you know, maybe 2 days, 3 days. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. As long as you're not having to go down there and carry food down there every single time you're getting water down there for the winter, I think would be ideal. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull this into the shed, let it dry out a little bit because it's been raining. And then we'll just stain this with the same stuff that we use to coat our shed. That way this lasts as long as possible. I'm gonna save you guys from the staining process. If you wanna watch me stain something, you can watch staining the shed. Over here we use some flood stuff. It ended up giving a really nice finish, and I would definitely recommend it. All right guys, so let's see if we can get that in there. That is 1 bag of 50 pounds of the hog feed. Comes out nicely here. Check that out. Super happy with that. They're gonna work it and it'll just come more and more. This will be perfect for them.